Hey guys, Pokemon Gym Leader 2 here, and today we are going to be playing a new game and doing a new segment, and this new game is called Fate Night. It's based on the anime Fate Stay Night, Fate Zero, and Fate Collide as well. And so, in this episode, I'm going to be talking about what this game is all about and how the game works. It's a standard RPG game, but a little more interesting because it's Fate Stay Night. I mean, what's not to love about Fate Stay Night? There's servants, there's masters, and of course there's Saber, so it's really exciting. And so we're going to start a new file for this game. I already had made 3 files for it, but since I wanted to start off with you guys, I decided to go on a different server and start a new account. So we are going to go on the server Saber. There are supposed to be 20 servers, but there's only 18 at the current moment. Right now we are going to go into the Saber server, so let's go ahead and start this. So, it starts off with you battling with 5 characters versus 5 characters. You won't get these characters at the very beginning. You will get Archer at the very beginning. That is a certainty. If you've noticed the colors of the characters, all of the characters that are in your side are purple. And purple is the highest quality that a character can get, but we'll get into that as we go along. I'll explain everything and you will understand how this game works by the time that I finish explaining. And if you don't, then you can leave your comments below asking any questions that you need to ask concerning this game that you don't understand about it. So let's go ahead and just finish this off. Shouldn't take that long for this part to get there. And so I believe if you are an otaku or an anime lover, or if you've just seen Fate Stay Night, you really will enjoy this. You have to decide when to actually attack, so you have to pick your moments wisely in this game. Don't just randomly use attacks. You gotta use them at certain times to magnify the other's abilities. It's a game where you have to be strategically aware of your enemy and your character's limits. So in the beginning, you'll be able to summon a character. You'll have Archer at the beginning, and then you summon another character, and it'll be Saber. So for all of you Saber fans, you will get to have Saber at the very beginning, don't worry. And so, now that we have Saber, we're going to do the free golden circle. And we get another character right now, and that is going to be Kojiru. He is the assassin servant from the second series, and he played a pretty major, not a major role, but a good role. He was a very good challenge for Saber, having to fight a person who could basically move so fast that it seemed like he had 3 swords, but he only had 1 in reality. And so we also have to do dungeon challenges in this game, which are actually kind of fun. You create your team that you want to take into the dungeons, and then you do these levels. And after you complete them, you get items that can level up your characters, and you get gold. Although gold isn't really all that important, it's basically nothing in this game. You can get gold pretty easily. The thing you should be trying to save up a lot of is diamonds, because diamonds will really help you out. Especially if you save enough to do a multi-summon in the golden circle. That will help you out a lot because it gives you a chance to get rare characters that you might actually love. And leveling up is actually pretty fast. It only takes a couple of days to reach level 40. I have my first account that I ever made with this game. I actually have played for maybe a week or two, and I'm now 41, level 41. But that's because I didn't play for maybe 2 days. I just logged in. And so we're just going to keep on playing, keep on playing. And so you want to do these dungeon levels at least once. And once you complete them once, you can use what's called a sweep, which basically runs through the whole entire play of you going through the dungeon level without you actually having to see any of it, and you get the rewards you would have gotten if you would have actually gone in and done it for yourself. So it's kind of like a cheat sheet, I guess, to leveling up faster without actually having to do any work. But then again, it's very rewarding when you do it yourself. So let's continue on. And this is actually very fun to do if you have, regardless of the character quality that you have, it's still very fun to mess around with the team formations, and it's fun to see which ones work better with each other, which ones don't work well together. So I would advise you to play this game because it actually is a lot of fun. Some people think it's just an RPG game, a normal RPG game with a Fate Stay theme, but it's much more than that. It's actually very similar to the anime in a lot of aspects. Oh, let's see. Right now we're going to rank them up. And so, as you can see, their color turned from white to green. The way that the qualities work is they go from white to green to blue, and then they go to purple, which is the strongest quality, which I explained at the very beginning. And each single color has 3 different rank ups to go through. So think of it like the military. There's lieutenants, there's generals, but they don't just have these positions. They have first lieutenants, second lieutenants. It's the same way with the colors in this game. There's blue +1, blue +2, green +1, green +2, and so on and so forth. And so right now we're going to be leveling up her skills. They actually each have their own skills which pertain to their noble phantasm, which is basically their own unique weapon. And this right here is basically something you unlock when you reach level 20. Once you reach level 20, you can unlock these. And once you once you're level 20, you don't exactly unlock it just because you're level 20, but when you get them to blue, which usually means they have to go to level 20, because it takes a while for you to get them to blue, but once you get them to blue quality or status, you can unlock these abilities. And our Saber's here is she summons a wind around Excalibur to deal physical damage to surrounding enemies, and it adds to her power over here. And so it's very fun to just level them up. Like I said, it's a very good game. It does go along with the story and everything, so you'll like it. So this first chapter, if you can see here, there's different plots. The first one is Fate Stay Night, the second one is Zero, which is Fate Zero, and then the third one is the Holy Grail War, which I don't quite know what that is. but I'm sure it'll be interesting once we get there. It's gonna take a while before you even complete Fate Stay Night. I can assure you that. I've played the game for a week, and I do have an account that's level 41, but I still have not finished the dungeon because it takes a lot of power to finish the dungeon, especially on chapter 6. Once you get to chapter 6, it gets really difficult. So guys, if you really want a challenge, you should play this game. At the very beginning, it's pretty easy to get through, but after a while, you start to see that the chapters and everything about this game just starts to bring a challenge. It's not a game that's easily won. It's a game that tests your mind and your knowledge of which characters work well together and which one amplify each other's skills. How is it? Possible heart is pierced through. Archer, chase Lancer. I'll try to save him. Lancer, there's no way to run. Well, this is basically the storyline of Fate Stay Night, so it does follow the storyline. It has some of the dialogue from there. This isn't really where they were when they were fighting. They weren't on a bridge. That wasn't until maybe later on in the show. But the dialogue is accurate. And like I said, it's not really that hard of a game to play. I mean, you can get through it pretty easily. And, you know, the more characters you have, the better formations you can make. And one other thing that you want to do is not focus on the power of your combinations, but focus on the combinations where they work well together. This character is another one you get at the beginning. You get Bluebeard, but in the show his actual name was Gilgamesh. I'm pretty sure that this is just Bluebeard in English. I don't know what Gilgamesh, what language that name is in, but you do get Bluebeard anyways. And I kind of did, I gotta tell you, I do love the fact that Castor was the one who was basically disobeying the Grail War, because it kind of seemed like it would be boring if there wasn't someone who didn't follow the rules. And so, this isn't where we're gonna end off. I'll probably say one more thing right now, but after I say this one last thing, I will probably make another video. This is the first part of the how to or what is Fate Stay Night video. Alright. So here we are again, and you should do the daily tasks. That's what I was going to say. You should do the daily tasks because it's a good way to get money fast. And don't forget, you want to collect items like here to level up your characters. Don't worry on the money, worry on the diamonds, because the diamonds is what's going to be very helpful to you. And don't forget that when you get into your game, always sign in, because you can get items and you can get characters from the monthly check-ins. And every single time you go 3 days, 5 days, 8 days, etc., you get extra stuff. So in 3 days of signing in consecutively, you'll get 20 diamonds, and you can also go to Amazing Event, and every single time you sign in, just go here, go to the continuous sign-in, login, and then claim these rewards for 7 days, and you can get Gilgamesh. And this is basically all I'm going to tell you in this first video. In the second video, I'll explain a little more about how it works. And so, thanks for watching, and bye.